Well, it has already been a crazy time in crypto since Trump has taken office, but we continue to see the craziness get ignited with a lot of great, overall updates coming from this new presidential admin. Guys, it looks like 2025 is going to be an absolute massive year for crypto, digital assets, AI, and just technology itself in and around the US. And in this video, we have a lot to address actually coming from this presidential admin, starting with, executive orders. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's dive on in and let's start off with the crypto executive order that has officially been signed. Now, again, is this, right out of the gate news updates? No, but I want to address what's going on here because we are witnessing one of the biggest changes happening around the entire landscape for crypto. So we have here the executive order establishes the Presidential Working Group on Digital Asset Markets to strengthen U.S. leadership in digital finance. The working group will be tasked with developing a federal regulatory framework governing digital assets, including stablecoins, and evaluating the creation of a strategic national digital assets stockpile. Guys, we are about to witness regulatory clarity in the US. This is a very, very big deal. The working group will be chaired by the White House AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, and include the Secretary of the Treasury, the Chairman of the SEC, and the heads of other relevant departments and agencies. The White House AI and crypto czar will engage leading experts in digital assets and digital markets to ensure that the actions of the working group are informed by expertise beyond the federal government. This is huge. This is something exactly what I have outlined prior to, 2025 on what we needed, right? Except mine was a little bit different. I said that we need a new agency that will comprise many players from this industry itself, right? Like CEOs, major heads of projects in this space as well, combined with regulators. But that's exactly what we're seeing here as well, just not in, a completely, perfect sense of what I said, but it's very similar. And I do think that this is what's going to ultimately put us on a great path to realizing in the benefits of this technology, having this asset class grow tremendously, and also integrating the tech into everyday life. I'm very excited about this. Now, on top of that, we have the executive order directs departments and agencies with identifying and making recommendations to the working group on any regulations and other agency actions affecting the digital asset sector that should be rescinded or modified. The executive order prohibits agencies from undertaking any action to establish, issue, or promote central bank digital currencies. The executive order revokes the previous administration's digital assets executive order and the Treasury's department's framework for international engagement on digital assets, which suppressed innovation and undermined U.S. economic liberty and global leadership in digital finance. Now, also over here, we do have, here's the official crypto executive order text from the White House website itself. And we have strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. This is the executive order from January 23rd. And guys, when I say that there is a lot going on here, we just witnessed some of the biggest changes around the crypto market in simply one swipe of a pen, rather than the last 4 years under the Biden administration. And I'm not trying to make this a blue versus red or anything like that. I'm just saying this is what we have been calling for well over 4 years. We're finally getting something done here. This is very exciting times around the crypto market right now, especially in the US. But also over here, we have from Stuart Alderati, the CLO of Ripple. So much positive news today. Hard to pick my favorite, but this one from the fact sheet accompanying the executive order strikes a chord, doesn't it? And check this out. By the way, Paul Grewal, CLO of Coinbase, also saying, I'd be good with that too. President Trump will help make the United States the center of digital financial technology innovation by halting aggressive enforcement actions and regulatory overreach that have stifled crypto innovation under previous administrations. Guys, this is massive. We are about to see, in my opinion, this Ripple case completely gone. This case is getting thrown out, and what we are going to see from that point on is prosperous growth around the utility side of things. I seriously don't understand how anyone right now could be bearish. I get it, price action hasn't caught up to a lot of these, major news developments, but guess what? It doesn't matter. What we are witnessing is crypto being unleashed in the US. For the longest time in the US, crypto has been attacked, suppressed, held back. We are witnessing a major shift here. Now, on top of this, here we have from Scott Milker, by the way, the Wolf of All Streets, 1 million followers. Strong rumor. Now, this is a rumor, mind you. Don't shoot the messenger, but hearing it through reliable channels. The strategic stockpile they are discussing is Bitcoin and XRP. Not a joke. We will see. Now, let's go back over here. Okay. Here we have the, this is the strategic reserve. Now it's a strategic reserve around digital assets. They didn't specify what digital assets, so we can't confirm if it's going to be XRP and just Bitcoin. But I will say this, okay? That strategic national digital asset stockpile will most likely include all US-based projects. But even if it is just Ripple, if it's just XRP and Bitcoin, I am totally fine with that. But now we're starting to hear possible discussions around how this could be made possible. So if they were to get a strategic, stockpile of Bitcoin, that's totally fine. Okay, that's easy to do. They could just buy it off the open market. But what's another way that they could get a strategic reserve of XRP? Well, Digital Asset Investor has a pretty interesting idea here. And here we have plot twist. The SEC settles with Ripple, who pays the $125 million in XRP into the US Digital Asset Strategic Reserve. Because here we have from the White House government website, the working group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. So we could potentially have something happen here with this SEC case where XRP becomes a strategic reserve asset under the US government. This is wild. Now, again, is this speculation? Sure, it is. But is it something that is possible? 100%. And again, even though this is a rumor, it does make sense to have Bitcoin and XRP. Reason why is because we know that this Trump administration, number one, they have been pumping Bitcoin news quite a bit, going all the way back to like the summer. XRP, it makes sense because it is a US-based cryptocurrency. They met with Ripple as well, which, has a ton of the XRP supply in escrow. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense here. But also listen to what Trump said upon signing this executive order. This is God tier level bullish. Check this out.
It is.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, David, that's for you. Thanks. You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but they're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Thank you, sir.
That last statement there, believe it or not, should get everyone, and I mean everyone in crypto, very excited. They're going to make the country a lot of money. The market has yet to wake up to how big that statement is. But if we're thinking about this logically, okay, this is an asset class that is very minuscule compared to almost every single asset class out there. We're addressing this from, a perspective of global real estate, equities, stocks, even the gold market. Guys, we have sub $4 trillion in market cap. Anyone with a brain understands how small this market is. That's why when I hear those words, they're going to make the country a lot of money. If we are going to see the US adopt a strategic reserve utilizing US-based cryptocurrencies, we're not just talking about Bitcoin here. Throw the whole maxi nonsense out of the window. XRP, Algo, HBAR. You could throw Bitcoin in there if you wanted to. There's a lot of additional US-based cryptocurrencies. Casper as well could be, tied to that. If we include these into the reserve, asset stockpile, and this market grows from a, sub $4 trillion market cap valuation to 10 trillion, 20 trillion, 30, 40 plus trillion. You see how much money the US could make off of that? It's a very significant amount. These executive orders just changed everything around this space. And we know for a fact that we are about to witness this space unleashed in a big way because of the regulatory side of things also catching up. Now, we've also been hearing a lot of people complaining about XRP potentially being included in this. From Anderson, a lot of people are afraid of an XRP takeover right now because of the realization that the Trump administration will do whatever they can for US-made cryptos and US-located crypto companies to dominate the crypto industry. And that's exactly what we're also hearing from this video where he says they're going to make the country a lot of money because he knows that there's a lot of US-based crypto projects in this space right now, like Ripple, which he did meet with. Okay, so there's one. Hedera could also be tied into this. Algo, like I said, a lot of these great projects, a lot of these great companies as well. Stellar could be on the list. They realize that XRP is the largest US crypto by market cap, and that number one and number two are not US cryptocurrencies. This is why you're seeing the lashing out against XRP all the time by people in the industry. If they truly didn't see XRP as a threat when it comes to crypto dominance, they would simply ignore it. It's human nature. And yes, this is exactly what's going on here, right? Every single time that something around crypto happens, you see all of the Bitcoin maxis come out of the woodwork saying, oh, they're talking about Bitcoin. They're talking about Bitcoin. Even though we know for a fact that they're not. We know from a tech side, because again, if you study the tech, if you actually understand the tech, a lot of people say, oh, the tech doesn't matter. The tech doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in a hype and speculative driven market. But this market is evolving into a utility-based market, which means you should understand the tech. You should take 10 minutes out of your day to research just a small amount. Because once you do, you quickly realize that, wow, Bitcoin shouldn't be the number one. Bitcoin shouldn't be the number one because it's not going to be utilized at scale for a lot of these financial transactions. It's not going to be utilized at scale for tokenization use cases. Bitcoin is simply in its, if we take it all the way down to the, most basic level, it is a hype-driven, speculative asset that has no actual use case outside of it being a store of value. And I have heard this argument over and over again that it's not just a store of value. You can use it to buy and sell and trade things. And although, yes, that argument could be made. I could make a transaction with Bitcoin. It might not be the easiest, the fastest, or even, the best way to transact. It's still possible. But why would any enterprise, why would any institution, why would anyone opt out to utilize Bitcoin over, say for so, XRP? When I could, make a transaction, settle it in less than like roughly, 3 or so seconds at a fraction of a penny. And it's so smooth, so easy. I know that it's going to work. I don't have to sit there hoping that, Lightning Network is going to work, even though it's a layer 2 vulnerability, network. This is the issue in this space. We have a lot of people that continue to stay biased, not tell you the facts around the tech, and they're not being realistic. And this is not me saying like, oh, Bitcoin's useless. I'm just saying, when we think about this space, why is so much shade thrown by the Bitcoin maxis? And it's because they're not dumb. They understand the tech. They know that Bitcoin is, it's broken for transactional use cases. It's broken for financial use cases. Bitcoin devs even said this as well. They're still years away from Bitcoin being a very viable network for transacting. Go over to Bitcoin, transact on it. I dare you to. You'll be coming back to the XRP, network and saying, wow, that was a nightmare. Because it is. And that's just facts. So at the end of the day, when we start to see a lot of this hate coming from the Bitcoin side of things, it's because they understand at the end of the day that something's going to shift. That shift is the shift from hype and speculation to utility. And that's underway right now. And this executive order, all of this right here is all the proof you need to know where this space is headed. This space, crypto, it's going to be everywhere. In this next 4 years alone, we are going to see crypto heavily focused on, and it's going to grow rapidly. Watch and see. In 4 years from now, you're going to see how big crypto will be because of these executive orders and because of what's happening right now in the US. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.